In this video, I'm going to show you 3 next level, go high level website effects that you can use today to impress your clients. And the first one is the one that you see on screen right now, a really cool card effect that brings your website to life by adding some movement to different benefit cards or pricing cards or wherever you want to use such an effect. And besides the movement, you also get this cool color change on both the card background, the border, and also the associated button of that specific card. And the best part is that it's a very simple effect to implement. So let's hop into the Go High Level website builder and design this effect from scratch. All you need to do is to create a row element, and within this create some columns and just style them however you want, with a headline, description, button for this particular example, border, and so on. And when you click on a column, go to styles, you'll see that it has a custom class tilted card 1. Each card has a different custom class, right? Because you have different colors, different movement. As you can see, the first one rotates a bit to the right and this one rotates a bit to the left. So you have tilted card 2 and this one is tilted card 3. If you have more cards, of course, you need to create multiple classes. Then you need this custom CSS that you have to paste in here. I will go slowly so you can pause the video and copy the exact code that you see on the screen. But if you have my Notion doc, you can get the code copy and paste, plug and play from this tutorial right here, tilt and tint card hover effect from section 3. And of course, if you don't have my Notion doc and you want to get it, there is a link in the description. Now that you have the code written in here, you just click save and everything works out of the box. But if you want to add multiple cards, you need to go into the custom CSS and create another class, tilted card 4. You need to add it here. Then you need to create a class similar to this one, so it would be tilted card 4 2 dots hover, so you add the hover effect, and then the same thing down below for the button, because you also want to change the button's color. And that's pretty much it. Very easy effect that brings cards on your website to life. The next effect is more like a gimmick, a simple addition to your website, a cursor follower that displays content behind it with inverted colors. As you can see right here, this circle follows your mouse wherever you go, and when you go over some text, like a white text, you can see the text as black on that little circle, and everything on the website works and they appear behind the circle with inverted colors. For example, white is black, this purple appears as a green, and so on and so forth, as you can see right here. And to make this effect look even cooler, you can just hide the cursor on the website and you would only have this nice circle with a buttery smooth movement, which pairs really cool with the GSAP smooth scrolling effect that I shown you in another video. So all you need to do in order to implement this cursor follower on your website is to just create a custom HTML and JavaScript element and paste the JavaScript that you can get from this tutorial right here, smooth cursor follower. And after you paste the JavaScript, you also need to copy some CSS that you need to paste into the custom CSS section. And the last effect from this video is this one, a really cool layered image transition that cycles between two images. Really cool effect, perfect if you want to display before and after or things like that. When you scroll past a certain point, as you can see, the first image comes on top and the other one goes in the shadows. But when you scroll down, then the images switch places and the second one comes on top and the first one goes down. And again, if you scroll up past that point, the first one comes up, and if you scroll down past that point, the second one comes up. Very, very cool effect if you want to display again before and after transformations or things like that, that can be really, really useful for your users on your website. So you need to add a row element, and within that row element you need to add some columns, obviously depending on your layout. Here I just added a column with some text, and on the left side I added a custom HTML. And in this element you need to add a bit of HTML and a ton of JavaScript, again with GSAP, that will create the functionality. And all the code you can find in this tutorial, Layered Image Swap on Scroll. It's a very long tutorial with a lot of code for this to work. And once you get the HTML and JavaScript pasted into this element, you also need to add some custom CSS from the Notion doc that you need to paste into this section right here. And after that, your effect will work perfectly fine. Of course, you will need to replace the placeholder images from here with your own actual images, and then the effect will look just like this. Very, very cool effect that adds some functionality to a section like this with before and afters and things like that. Now, if you're curious to see what are the top 10 coolest effects that I have in this Notion doc, you can check out this video.